We're a very deep technology company. We've got drones flying in the air collecting data. We've got artificial intelligence analyzing that data. But we're applying that to a traditionally technology-averse industry. Agriculture, for example, hasn't seen as much adoption in certain areas than other industries, but it's extremely important there, and it's one of the areas where artificial intelligence can make one of the biggest differences. Aerobotics is an agriculture technology company, so we work with the farming industry to help optimize production. And the way we do that is using drones and satellites to collect data at large scale. And then we've written software to not only fly the drone and collect the data, but also analyze that into information on a per tree or per fruit level in certain crop types. Well, I've got a farming background, so I grew up on a citrus farm in Clanwilliam in the Western Cape, and then moved through to becoming an aeronautical engineer. So aerobotics for me is a combination of those two passions. And obviously coming from an agricultural background, there's a lot of influence we can have there working with growers to optimize the production, get the most out of the farms, and obviously help those growers eventually feed the world. That's the main reason that we exist, is to help those farming customers optimize their production. And that's an extremely challenging problem. It's a dynamic environment where plants are growing, insects are affecting the crop throughout the season. So that's why it's important that we've built this technology to help them identify where limiting factors are, help correct those, monitor pests and diseases throughout the season, and then actually measure the production, so give them a sense of how the fruit's doing. The value we provide through to the grower is firstly identifying limiting factors on the farm, so which areas are underperforming. It could be irrigation problem, it could be a disease, it could be soil. Quantifying that for them and then helping them correct those and getting more production out of that block. Second area is crop protection, so actually monitoring pests and diseases throughout the season and when to take action. And then third is the yield estimation side, where the drone's actually able to come down, fly very close to the trees, and identify and measure fruit and predict through to harvest what the size structure is going to be. Going back in time, I would say the key areas to do better, I guess, is focus from a very early stage. With a small business, you've only got so many resources to actually use to get to your goals. So focusing on where you need to go and working towards that. And then the second piece is simplicity. So especially in a company where there is a lot of complexity, where you can simplify, you need to do that as soon as possible. What I'd say to someone trying to start a new business is you have to have a good idea and solving a real problem in the world. But I think the main thing is that you have to be passionate about what you're doing. Starting a business, you're going to be lying awake at night thinking about problems. There's going to be things coming left and right. And if you don't really enjoy what you're doing, you're going to enjoy the ups, but when it gets into the downs, it's going to be difficult to get through that. We're very early still in our company life cycle. We definitely are doing things differently, you know, this technology coming into agriculture, but it's also just something that I enjoy doing, you know. So getting to this point has been just following that journey for me, and I think time will tell.